So in this eye, you can see quite a few weaknesses. The first thing you will notice, you see this red blood vessels here. This shows high acidosis in the body. When you see the brown color here, indicates weak liver. If you look at the eye closely, you see that it looks like a crater, like a 3D structure. And this is due to lymphatic stagnation or lymphatic weakness. The lymphatic system is not moving properly, and this can set up a host of issues to arise. You can also see there's a dark ring going around the pupil. That's called a malabsorption. It means you're malabsorbed. You're not absorbing nutrients as you should be, due to mucus plaque in the small intestines. So we need to clean it up. Also, the dark ring is emanating inward, indicating that the stomach is also weak. Here are the bowels. This entire section here are the bowels. And you can see that it's congested. It looks like a well-defined crater. It shows you your bowels are congested, so you have chronic bowels. Those dark colors you see here, those are called, they indicate, a poor energy flow in and out of an area. And the darker they are, the less waste is being removed and the less nutrients are being delivered to the cells. So it needs to be clean. Those fine lines leaching out the pupil are called radii solaris, indicates toxic tunnels of waste leaching out to other body parts and glands, and it's prominent all over the entire eye. You see that white line going here? That indicates your lymph nodes are stagnant or moving towards the swelling side. And if you pay attention, you see smaller lines going around in circles. Those are called nerve rings, indicate weak nervous system. There's a line going around the bowels as well. You can see right here. That's called the autonomic nerve ring. Indicates you have weak digestion or weaker digestion. The top part here is the hair and scalp. You have hair and scalp problems if you don't fix it, or potentially you could have it right now. Here's the brain section, also congested as well. So you want to address that. The blue color you see going around is called a cholesterol ring. Indicates that the body is in acidosis and the body is using cholesterol to fight acids. And that dark ring going around, okay, that's called a skin ring. It shows poor skin elimination, which is due to a weak thyroid, but also due to weak kidney filtration. And this is because when the kidneys can't filter out waste properly, the skin takes the burden. The skin is not as efficient as the kidney, so there's a backing up of waste. Okay, so overall, this eye, what I see initially is just lymphatic stagnation and congestion, and this needs to be cleaned up. The purple color here indicates potential eye issues and cataracts. Potential. Okay, so I'll go in detail and tell you each part, what's weak and what's not. This section right here is the pituitary gland. Okay, you can see the dark streak right here. So this is the master gland, the gland that controls all the other endocrine glands. When it's weak, all endocrine glands tend to be weak, so we need to strengthen it. Here's the pineal gland. See that dark streak right here? So you have potential sleep problems that could arise. Make sure you detox and use the sleep formula if you have current sleep problems 30 minutes before you go to bed. Clean the brain section to clean the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. Very important. Here's the forehead. Here's the eyes, nose, mouth, jaw, upper and lower jaw. There's congestion there, and you see the white color here. The lymph nodes are stagnant, so the sinuses are congested. You want to take steps to clean it. Like you want to use a neti pot to clean your nasal passage. You want to use ear candling to clean your ears, or ear syringe. You want to clean your nasal passage, as I mentioned, neti pot, and your eyes. Use the eyesight formula and clean your eyes. Massage your scalp. Use my neurological and circulation formula to push blood flow to the head region. It's very important. If you do that, you get remedy. Okay. So right here is where the tonsils are located. This is the lymph node of the head. It's what drains acid out of your head region. So you want it nice and strong. Okay. When it's congested, you're more likely to have sinus issues and issues in the head. And here's the parathyroid gland. It's also weak. It's chronic. This involves calcium utilization. When it's weak, you're likely to get varicose veins, spider veins, brittle hair, nail, and skin. So you want to make sure it's addressed and clean. This section here is a thyroid. Okay. As I mentioned to you, you have a dark ring going around. It means poor skin elimination. So you want to detox this and get the thyroid working properly. So use the thyroid lift formula as well. Here's the vocal cords on the voice box. Here's the esophagus, and here's the scapula, all consisted of lymph. You want to take steps to clean this. Use the respiratory tea and tincture to help you clean all this section. Right here's where the upper back is located. Here's the middle back region, and here's the lower back, all congested of lymph. See that white line here? That is the spine. So the spine is also congested. I'll use circulation formula to address it. And the lower back, as I mentioned, is here, but here's the bladder. And these two are congested because the kidneys are not filtering out waste. And because they're close to the kidneys, when the kidneys don't filter out waste, these two tend to get affected first. So let's clean the kidneys to remove the congestion in the lower back and the bladder. So this dark streak right here is adrenal glands, and it's the kidneys. As I mentioned to you, the adrenal glands are compromised because of the ring going around the bowels, the rings going in circles. So the line going around the bowels and the circles going around nerve rings indicates weak adrenals. But the kidneys are also covered in white, so they are congested and they are causing this backup of waste or lymphatic waste. So use 2 kidney formulas and adrenal gland formula. This right section here is the right foot, knee, and thigh region. You can see it's quite congested as well. So you want to take steps and use the circulation formula to address it. Here's the groin, the abdominal wall, and the pelvis region, all congested of lymph Again, I would use the circulation down formula to address and clean this. Right here is where the ovaries in a female would be. In a male, this would be the testes, and here is where the pancreas is located. You can see the bit of weakness there. So you gotta fix it, or you have blood sugar problems. You could have weak blood sugar weaknesses. This dark streak here hits the liver. Okay, the gallbladder is here and the liver. So the gallbladder is actually more compromised than the liver. Liver is a transmutation factory of the body. It's what transmutes chemicals in the body, and the gallbladder helps with the digestion. So you want to clean it. Use the liver and gallbladder formula. Here's the diaphragm. You want to clean it up, so use circulation formula. And this section right here is where the right arm and hand regions are located as well. This is also congested, so I'll use circulation formula as well to push blood flow to it. This section right here is the chest, thorax, and rib section. Okay, the breast is located right here. So this entire section here, you can see that this is thick and dark. So there's congestion there. Use respiratory tea and tincture. And here is the lower and upper lung region, also congested of lymph. So again, respiratory tea and tincture will break the mucus there and allow it to come out of the body. Here's where the shoulders are located. Here's where the neck is located, and here's where the ears are located, all congested of lymph. Okay, this entire section here. Again, I would make sure the sinuses are clean, and I will use the circulation formula to push blood flow here, and the respiratory tea and tincture to break the mucus here for you. So here's the ears, but here's the mastoid medulla and cerebellum. This region right here, you can see is compromised. This can lead to balancing problems, equilibrium problems. The cerebellum is the main hard drive of the brain. Is when it's compromised, you're likely to have issues with the communication between the brain and the body. So clean it up and use the neurological formula and the endocrine formula to strengthen and clean this as well. Also clean the sinuses. This dark streak hits the libido or sex impulse part of the brain. So it could have potential libido issues, either overactive or underactive. So when you want to clean the endocrine glands and clean the head of mucus. Here, this section right here is the hypothalamus, which controls your thyroid. As I mentioned to you, you already have a weak thyroid, so this could be part of the problem. So, and it also deals with hunger and thirst, and also deals with sensory information from the outside world to the brain. So you want to clean it with the endocrine gland formula and the neurological formula. So overall, what's present to me are the bowels. Clean the bowels, clean the blockage in the small intestines, or the poor ability to absorb nutrients in the small intestines, also called malabsorption. Clean the kidneys and adrenal glands. Clean your whole body, the acidity, because acidosis. If you do so, this eye will come lighter, and this stuff will start to go away. It can take a little bit of time, but you feel great as you go along.